more inclusive, socially and economically inclusive. Thank you. I'd like to open the socially and inclusive.
First question will come
Inclusive.
from
Thank you. I'd like to open the socially and inclusive.
First question will come
Inclusive.
from
Thank you. I'd like to open the socially.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Sir, will the palace will have any second look on the spate of extrajudicial killings now that many countries and many organizations have expressed their concern or some kind of opposition to the what is happening now in the country, sir?
As I said, the NAPOLCOM has already been directed, has already made extra efforts, has already made initial steps in investigating these matters.
Thank you, sir.
May follow-up question about extra other issue. Marlon muna tayo. Marlon Ramos.
There has been a concern regarding President Duterte's intrusion into the matters concerning the judiciary, that this yung decision niya to name a few judges supposedly involved in the illegal drug trade would result to a constitutional crisis.
As I said earlier, that in a sense, his position as parent of the nation transcends this particular legality that you refer to. That he is actually exercising his position as father to the nation and calling attention to what is an extraordinary situation facing society. So in other words, it's something equivalent to shouting fire. There is a fire in the house. And it is his moral duty to be able to warn people that there is fire in the house. So it goes back to that, what is usually called the doctrine of parens patriae, that it is his moral duty to be able to warn, not to be able to warn society of what is actually happening presently.
Should the judiciary or even the public consider this as parang pakikialam ng Pangulo or some kind of intervention in the matters of the judiciary?
Siguro kung may sunog, kailangan makialam. Di ba? That is the position he's taking. Now, we are facing an extraordinary danger. And these are, in other words, these are not normal times. These are these are abnormal times, and it calls for a radical action.
And that despite the constitutional provision on the separation of the three branches.
He's not interfering with the judicial process. He is simply calling attention to it. He is not actually making accusations. This is not the judicial process yet. He's simply calling attention. Okay. Thank you.
Follow-up question regarding Sereno. Philippine Star, Alexis Romero.
Secretary, what do you say to Justice Sereno's statement that judges should not surrender without warrant?
And that's exactly what I believe PRRD has already made reference to that and told them to go to the Supreme Court and clear their names there. He was not actually arresting them. There was no action to arrest them. It was simply for them to be able to clarify their names, simply because also their names have come up. What he is referring to is what intelligence has discovered, and if their names are cleared, then they're cleared.
Okay, what do you say to comments that many of the names there were actually dead already, and many of them are inaccurate? For example, yung isa daw hindi naman congressman. Mukhang hindi malinis yung information.
Ganito po yan, no? And I think Secretary Andanar has made reference to that when he said that actually the lists are a combination of old and new, and that things may but on the whole, they were put together, and these are the lists that have been made reference to, and if they cleared their name, then they're cleared.
Can we still say that the list presented by the president is credible?
I would say so. I would say it's credible. On the other hand, if there are mistakes, then it is the onus now is upon the individual to be able to express and to clarify his actual situation. Based again on the fact that he is yung sinasabing doctrine kanina, that he is simply calling a warning that there is such and such a situation facing society.
Follow-up question about Marlon Ramos, please.
Sir, are you saying na now that the government now is trying to promote yung kabaliktaran ng presumption of innocence, instead presumption of guilt among those individuals who were named in that list?
Let me go back to what I said, okay? The situation is that there is a clear and present danger facing the nation, and that intelligence reports are of such magnitude, are of such breadth and depth, that are extraordinary, and that is why he's calling for a public outcry. And this is and the naming is part of the process of the warning that there is such and such a situation, and then he's asking for the cooperation of these people to come up and clear their names.
Sir, why not just file charges against these individuals? Then after filing charges, then the government can already name them in public.
Simply because there is already the length and breadth, it needs extraordinary measures. Okay.
Follow-up question. Other issue na tayo. Raymond Tinas, follow-up. Ted, about
brief quickly is doing naming names before filing charges. Is that actually some sort of trial by publicity?
I doubt if the president is prone to gimmicks. He is not that kind of a person.
Sir, on the Marcos Heroes Burial,
Yes.
sir, with all those direct as we speak, none can change or can stop the burial of Mr. Marcos.
Make their own comments, they make their own political stance, make their own statements, and he accepts that and he recognizes that. However, from his point of view, it is necessary to move.
Would be no legal problem with that.
From where he's coming from, the process continues now, and everybody and anybody is free.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
follow-up question. Ana Sancho.
Sir, good morning. Sir, some analysts are saying na yung decision ni President Duterte to allow yung family ni Marcos na ilibing na nga sa libingan ng bayani na si former President Marcos is a wrong decision or wrong move. Kung ang motive naman ng Pangulo is for the country to move on, we cannot move on daw, sir, according to the yung family ng Marcos, dun sa mga pagkakamali na ginawa nila during nung panahon ni Marcos na naging Pangulo siya ng bansa. Unless magkaroon ng accountability, hindi po daw tayo makakapag-move on.
There's a particular objection, then they should raise it. They're free to raise it.
Follow-up question. Marlon Ramos.
Sir, the a tyrant. Does this government believe otherwise?
Believe that what?
That he's not a dictator, that he's not a tyrant during his time?
Well, all I can say is this. According an ex-president, that's also a veteran, war veteran. So I think it does not. There's no reference to whether he was a dictator or not. It simply is that according to the regulations, he's
Yung martial law, hindi na rin po yun i-consider, would not matter on the decision of the president to
I think
allow.
those are two different. According to this, there are two different matters. Comings of Mr. Marcos.
Okay, follow-up question. Other issue? Ted Tuvera.
Sir, good morning.
Yes,
Sir, yung sinasabi ni
according to him, yes.
Yeah. And kahapon din, nag-release ng statement yung CPP na ini-encourage pa nga nila yung mga NPA na gumamit ng mga command detonated explosives.
Both parties are aware of the parameters. Then they're also aware of the consequences of violating those parameters. So let's let it unfold. Let's see how it goes. Responsible for endangering the process.
Sir, follow-up din po.
Yes.
Related ba rin po sa peace talks? Sir, nagsabi po yung NDF na if ever peace talks. Ano yung reaction po natin dito, sir?
I'm not aware of the details regarding that, but I know that there have been efforts to make sure that those who need to be
RP panel, ready na po sila, sir.
as far as I know, they're ready. Yes.
May follow-up question. Alexis Romero, Philippine Star.
You can proceed with that without Joe Maciso.
As far as if that is the statement of the president, in which case he's actually considering that the local CPP, the local exactly what he said, and that is the context. Then the president seems to be confident that the peace talks can proceed. That it may be a possibility.
But what made him say that statement?
I'm not entirely sure about the process why.
Chona Yu. Microphone, Alexis, please. Thank you. May follow-up pa sa peace talks? Other issue, Dexter Ganibe.
Secretary, isang
Yes, ma'am.
maulang tanghali. Nagsuspend na eskwelahan. May announcement ba ang government sa executive?
Meron ba? Wala ba? As of now, wala. Wala ba?
Sir, previous days, lagi tayong nasa bingit nung kakulangan ng supply ng kuryente sa Luzon. Ano na ang ginagawa ng ating pamahalaan?
I think that the question is should be better referred to DOE, Secretary Cusi.
Pero may direktiba ba from Malacanang na maging priority kulang o hindi masyadong manipis yung reserve?
I'm sure they have a conversation going between PRRD and DOE.
Okay. Marlon,
Some reports sa GMA, they place it at 500. People have been killed in ABS-CBN since June 30, 800 plus. Sa inquiry, hundreds of Filipinos are being killed because of the drug war.
I think that implies a certain sadistic tendency. That's it. No, I don't think it's happy. I heard it. I think he's very concerned, and in fact, he's bothered and troubled. But referring to happiness, I think he appreciates the fact that there is the people are more and more aware of the situation. If there's anything at all, it is the fact that the people are now aware of the depth and the breadth of the clear and present danger of the drug menace. But no, he is not happy. He is deeply and profoundly concerned.
In previous speeches, the president admitted that there had been extrajudicial killings
Yes.
involved dito sa gera sa laban sa droga. Hindi ba contradictory sa sinasabi niyo ngayon, sir, that he's concerned, that he's not happy with what is happening to our country right
He
now?
is in fact admitting, and that's why pinapaimbestiga. And I'm sure he is not happy about that.
Thank you.
Hannah Sancho?
Sir, yung mga release na political detainees sa puntang na a-attend sa peace talks sa Oslo, Norway, sino po magsushow?
I think it's a shared,
So
as far as I know,
government
it's a shared
and
expense.
government and
Their counterparts.
okay. Sir, phone in lang po. Kailan po daw may possibility po ba or napangalanan din po ng Pangulo yung big businessman na droga sa Pilipinas?
Pag meron po intelligence report, I'm sure that there will be announcements made.
Papangalanan din po ng Pangulo.
If there are intelligence reports, validate.
Sorry, sir. Pinapatanong po ni Joseph ng GMA, will Marcos be buried as president or as a soldier?
Come again? I didn't hear the question.
Raymond Tenasa?
Sir, push ko lang yung follow-up lang sa drug menace dun sa industriya namin. Sir, pero iimbestigahan yung supplier or yung nagbibigay din ng mga droga sa mga ika nga, nabaliw na rin yung iba, nasira yung career dahil sa illegal na droga. Kasi ever since may mga concerts supply na sindikato sa mga artista.
So ano po yung tanong niyo?
But they are also part of the investigation to pursue the one supplying that industry.
Like I said, like I responded to the lady, if there are intelligence reports, then there will be announcements made. Validated intelligence reports. If.
Okay,
Thank you.
So last na lang daw si Marlon. Follow up. Oh, Marcos Ber. Sorry, okay lang ba, May?
Sure, one.
So will the late dictator be buried as a hero? Will he be interred in the libingan as a hero?
Thank you very much.
So, pasensya na. Sige, Ted.
Yes, sir, yung ano po yung reaction natin dun, sir, sa mga sinasabi nila na mayaman, hindi naman daw po na papatay.
So maybe you should look at it from a different perspective also, no? There have been some comments, there have been some analysis, and this is simply answering it from a different perspective. That most probably, though, a number of the killings may be occurring on the level of those who supply and those who supply and those who retail. So maybe that is where most of the killings are happening, apparently. Okay. So thank you very much.
Okay, thank
Good morning.
you, Presidential Spokesperson Ernesto Abella. Thank you, Malacanang